Hi everyone, Dallas here from Body Fabulous Pregnancy Fitness. I just wanted to jump in and clarify the difference between abdominal separation and diastasis recti, because there's a little bit of confusion and concern about them. Now, while you're pregnant, your six-pack or your abdominals has to separate. This can't be avoided. It needs to make way for your baby. However, what can be avoided is the damage down the middle, which causes diastasis recti. So I've got a little prop here just to show you. So down the middle of your abdominals is a line. You might have a little line there if you're pregnant, and it's called the linea alba. And what happens when those abdominals separate is that line becomes stretched. And as you can see, that black line there becomes under strain, and it doesn't just recoil or bounce back postpartum. And I like to think of this line like lots of layers of tissue paper. So we really need to nurture it and protect it. So traditional trunk-based exercises of training your core during pregnancy, like sit-ups, crunches, planks, any of those kind of moves are not suitable. The reason being is that's really just working the outer layer of your abs, your six-pack. And what's happening is this separated area is becoming under strain. And it also happens if you're not breathing correctly when you do other forms of exercise. So really important is what we need to do, especially during pregnancy, is bring in some of the other team players that are part of our core. So your core isn't just your six-pack. I like to say it's made up of the Fab 4 core. So you've got your multifidus that wraps around the back, you've got your transverse abdominis, lower part of your core, you've got the deeper part of your core, your pelvic floor, and then the little key player is your diaphragm that is connected to your core. So how you breathe has a big control and factor on what is happening with your core, whether it's in daily movement or in a workout. Because we don't want to put too much strain on this separated or this thin layer of the abdominals. And a little signifier your body might give you if there is strain is you could get some doming or coning of your abdominals. And that's just one way of the abs saying, look, I can't actually activate, I'm doming up. And that's a really good sign to say, stop, what you're doing isn't quite right. And how to train your core in other ways. There are so many other ways, and it doesn't just mean Kegels during pregnancy. I have an 8-week pregnancy program called the Ultimate Pregnant Core Program, and we're in it at the moment, and the ladies are loving it. In fact, one of them is 37 weeks. She's still working out, and we're not just doing Kegels, we're doing total body workouts, which again, bring in the key players, and it can be your arms and legs as well, that helps support your core. So let's talk about postpartum and what happens to this area postpartum. So post-baby, as I said, you don't just immediately wrap back in, okay? That midline of your core has had separation, and might have been some strain on it. Could have been through birth, could have been through exercise, can't always be avoided, which might have caused a little bit of damage, and that damage is often called diastasis recti. But there's nothing to panic about. It's just like if you sprain an ankle, you need to rehab it before you jump back on it. So you're not going to go for a run immediately on it. And the same thing goes with birth, okay? There's a lot that's happened in that core, and there's a lot of strain that's happened with the baby on your pelvic floor and, pushing out this midline area of your belly. So it really just needs to be a progressive strategy, a progressive load strategy, and working through healing that core from the inside out and coming back to how you breathe, how you move, and recruiting the friends or the team players that are going to support that core. And it doesn't mean you can't do nothing. I've had ladies who are back at CrossFit, who are running marathons, and one of them just texted me the other day and said, I can't believe it. I went to the physio, I have no abdominal separation, and this is after twins, because we had a progressive strategy of load to protect her core, heal it, while she was still working out, but without adding that extra strain, so it could come back and could heal effectively. So that's just my couple of tips on diastasis recti and abdominal separation. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out, bodyfabulous.com.au. Bye.